Okay, so this bed here represents a small handful of the incredible herbal plants that we carry at Smile. We call them the Green Angels. This is ginger, the regular ginger that you cook with. And what happened was about 10 years ago, we just grew ginger root as a lark and found out it has one of the most fragrant flowers in the world. But the main reason that ginger is used medicinally is as an anti-inflammatory. So any inflammatory process can be benefited by ginger, and it's completely safe. And it's really easy to grow. If you just take the hands of ginger that you find in the supermarket and plant them, you'll end up with this. And in about 3 weeks, this will flower and have an incredibly fragrant flower. So ginger's predominant action is anti-inflammatory, but it's also what's called carminative, which means it settles your stomach and improves your digestion. This variety of oregano from Greece is the strongest by far of any oregano we've ever grown. We've grown about 10 different varieties of oregano, but this beautiful oregano right here is actually hot to the taste. When you eat it, particularly the flowers, it's hot. It has so much flavor to it. And the other really cool thing about this oregano is that you can use a medicinal dose just by putting it in food. Like in cornbread, if you put a handful of this oregano, the corn absorbs the flavor and you're getting a medicinal dose of oregano, and you can hardly tell. I mean, you could tell the cornbread has spices in it, but this oregano can be a medicinal dose just in cornbread or in rice. So we're very excited about oregano as a healing plant. It's also antibiotic. It's good for infections in the lungs, and this, as I said, this particular oregano is particularly strong medicine. Yeah, this oregano is hot, so it's also stimulating to the cardiovascular system. It's good for your heart. But mostly it's used as an antibiotic and to cure up infections or congestion. This is one of my favorites. This is holy basil, otherwise known as Tulsi, and we grow 3 different kinds of holy basil in our gardens. Holy basil is what's called a rasayana in Ayurveda, the system of herbalism that I practice. And a rasayana is that which builds up, there's 7 different tissues in Ayurveda, and rasa is the first one. So if you build up the rasa healthy, then every tissue after that is healthy. So holy basil is an incredibly tasty, fragrant plant that builds tissue up from the very beginning. So it's also very good for cleansing, and it's what we call an adaptogen. It helps you adapt to stress. Any Hindu temple will have a pot of holy basil right there as you walk into the temple, because it's called holy basil because it's considered the most sacred plant on the Indian subcontinent. It's an amazing plant, and this year, for the first time, we're really gathering it from seed. Right here you have the seeds for next year's holy basil. So as I said, we have 3 different kinds. We have Rama holy basil, Krishna holy basil, and Vana, which means forest holy basil. So that's a really amazing medicinal plant. The first plant that I share with people in the herbal clinic. It's so easy to grow, and it smells so good like lemon, and it's so tasty that the combination of its tastiness and its medicine is the first plant that I get people to use in the clinic. And this is Melissa officinalis, or lemon balm, and it is used specifically to settle the nervous system, the nerve endings in the digestive system, and to calm everything down. So this is just, and it also smells like lemon pledge. And it's just a lovely plant that everybody likes, and it is so easy to grow. It's in the mint family, and it is just a perfect herb for children or your first herbal experience, because it's so tasty. You naturally drink a lot of it, and it's strong enough medicinally that you notice right away that you're more relaxed and your skin clears. Those are the 2 things. It's actually a very popular herb in Europe for the herpes virus.
Really?
Yeah, this is one of the 10 main herbs in Europe, and it's specific to the herpes virus and the cold sores. So there's also yarrow. That's the herb that made me decide to be an herbalist when it cured a cough that I had way back in 1975. And there's St. John's wort, which is a really powerful medicinal plant. There's dandelion leaves. Believe it or not, we cultivate dandelion. So here's about 2 dozen very powerful medicinal friends. So, and we have all these plants in bulk and in tincture and in products. So you come to Smile and we'll teach you how to use these 24 plants and the other 100. We have about 130 different individual species of plants at Smile. So I look forward to seeing you there. As co-owner, welcome to Smile. Yay.